God, I wish we had our own custom theme song. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, Twitch the Person, the game master of this tabletop RPG game you are witnessing here live on Twitch. Episode 6 of Power Rangers Cyber Strike. How are we all doing? First things first. The Lost Lord of Cinders, thank you very much for the raid. Very, very nice. Thank you. And 52 months of boom shakalaka from the Wolfenators, you crazy Scottish bastard. Oh. I won't keep you in suspense any longer. Of course, last session it was a little bit of a condensed one. We are under no such time constraint today, so I'm going to unmute. I'm going to see what everyone's talking about. We get our introductions done. We'll do a little bit of a recap, and we will get into the game. Oh, we are live. You are.
Oh man!
Hey, don't sound too disappointed. As I said, folks, I am Twitch the Person. I am the game master / dungeon master, or whatever you want to say. For this, I will now introduce you to our lovely cast. Starting from top to bottom in the Discord. First things first, playing our Red Ranger, we have Chocolate Zombie.
Who is that? Or get his food right now.
That's unfortunate. Playing Captain Marika Hammond, our resident Red Ranger. Chocolate Zombie. Moving down, we have Cryptic Cyanogen playing our Yellow Ranger.
What? How'd you get in here? How'd I get in here? Oh, hi.
You met Carl? He can get in everywhere. He is my creation. Therefore, I have access to it all. Playing our resident the Blue Ranger, it is Deluna 13.
I'm sad now because Cryptic stole my bit. I was gonna do that. Like, how'd you get in my house?
And as you saw last session, joining our cast, whose color will remain a secret, quotation marks.
Yep, it's a huge secret to everyone.
Absolutely.
Pay no attention to the character portraits
at all. It is not a secret. It is totally
the backgrounds
mystery.
mean nothing.
It is a mystery as to what he will eventually be. Playing Scott, we have Mr. Hardluck. I was nearly going to say your real name then.
Hello.
And rounding off, playing our only non-human of the campaign, we have Rosso playing the character of Dwayne.
Catmandu.
Catmandu!
I mean, we're all not technically human. We're all different species of animal or of alien.
We're as human as the humans in Star Wars, okay?
Yeah.
Look, human is relative, okay?
Yeah.
Humans are also animals.
No.
Just, throwing that out there.
So last session, as I explained, it was a bit of a condensed one because we were on a time constraint. The Rangers and their newfound allies from a covert special ops sect that operate outside of all of the laws of basically the Alliance of Good, we'll say.
I am the law. Yeah.
Yes. Found their way to the warehouses on one of the forest moons of Zybria, where they were confronted with a group of buddies being led by a shark-like adversary. And I will now introduce the other newest member of our game. It's we did an overlay. Look at that.
It's so pretty. It is so pretty.
Look at that! Look at that, baby!
So the overall overlay, the green in the background and the skeleton, I did that with my limited art skills, and then the character portraits you see at the bottom were provided by our very own Rosso,
Yo.
which was a very quick turnaround.
This is why you have really talented friends who are artists, because they can do shit like this.
Well, like I said, like my other friend who did the suit design, I would have gone to him for it, but then Rosa was like, "I got this. Look, boom!" I didn't even ask Rosa. Rosa just went, "Look at this." We were like, "Okay."
Yeah, Rosa just cracked his knuckles like, "I got this, fam."
Yeah, I mean, that's how I did the intro videos for MNW. It was like, I didn't even get asked. I just did it.
Yeah. Oh.
I gotta say real quick, I love how both myself and Rosso's characters are both smirking.
Yeah. He's funny. Yes.
Like mirroring each other.
No, it frames it so well too.
Yeah.
But yes. So we left off. We were in initiative. So let us get some battle music going. I will give you all the option to either keep the initiative order that we are in, or we can re-roll. It's up to you.
I'm good, but I wouldn't be surprised if everybody else wanted to re-roll.
I'm good with what we got.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Okay.
Majority rules. Let's go.
Plus the bad guys are on the bottom of the turn order where they belong.
Question.
Answer.
Since I am the first one up, can I hold my action until, like, can I declare a trigger for my action?
Yeah, 100% you can.
Okay. My trigger will be when this changeling, who I believe is coming into the room that we're in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once he enters.
Do me a favor as well while we're here. Can you change all your pings to your color codes, please?
How do I do that?
So the little color changer on, like, next to your name or your portrait on the Roll20.
I see.
Just change it to that. Yeah.
See, I was a good boy. I changed mine to blue long ago.
There we go.
Sweet.
How do I ping again? Or...
Just a hold down click.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So, yes, you can hold your action 100%. So, what have you prepared?
I got my sticks.
So you've got your screamer sticks out, yeah?
Yep.
Cool. Nova, it's your turn.
Alright, so Noah's gonna come right here. I'm a strike this guy.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
What is the difficulty?
Toughness 13. So difficulty 13.
Oh, that's right, because he's next to his buddies.
No, that's just his normal toughness. He gets edge if he's on. He gets, like, the bonus on attack.
That is a 15.
That hits. Stun. You're doing stun or blunt damage.
I'm gonna do blunt for damage.
Okie dokie. Yeah, so you come up to the side of this bog standard putty patroller. He kind of just looks at you as if to say, "Yeah, come on, bring it." and you make an unarmed strike, martial arts strike towards him, and he turns into grey dust. That,
For flavor, I want to say, for flavor, he does the buckshot lariat.
well. So yeah, so that's one other putty down. I think you can still move if you wish.
Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and move right to Mariga. We're gonna take this outside. We're getting kind of cramped in here.
And as Nova says that, Marika, it is your turn.
She's gonna look at Nova and just nod. Let's see. Remind me, because my brain is the dumb. Did we morph last session or no?
No.
No.
Okay, so we're still civvies. Alright, I am going to cast Gun.
The
On
most
this guy.
powerful of magic.
Counter. I mean, what?
On which one? Sorry, the one that's closest to you or the one that's near an arrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one that's right here.
Yeah, sure. Difficulty 11.
Nope.
Unfortunately, the party patroller, as you level your blaster towards him, the party patroller sees this and does a weird breakdance style evasion.
Oh god, he just Majuma'd us.
Or like, you know, like Homer does like the and dodges.
Similar to
See,
that,
I was
yeah.
thinking like the boogeyman from WWE.
Yeah.
Get them all fours.
I am the boogeyman, and I'm going to get you.
He's
So-
a really cool guy.
So yes, that happens. Do you do
Okay.
anything else? You can move.
I'm gonna move in front of Nova. And
Cool.
call turn there.
Cool. Arrow, it is your turn, my friend.
All right, do we have our power weapons on hand?
Not yet.
So you have not got power weapons yet. The only reason we did that
Special.
the only reason Hardluck's character has it is because of character stuff, and I haven't issued them yet, and it doesn't matter because you just JoJo slapped this putty down.
Just karate, chopped him across the neck.
You just Bruce Lee this motherfucker.
So, being distracted by the ricochet of the gun, or the blaster, I should say, this putty that you've just that's close to turns back to see you. Give it giving a nice judo chop right across the chest. He kind of does like a little small, like really off kilter moonsault, and he too takes 1 point of damage and dies. I says that he gets destroyed because you don't die in Power Rangers.
You just get really big boo-boos.
Or you explode depending on your, makeup material.
Yes. So, Dwayne, it is now your move. Oh, and yes, and you can move as well if you want, Arrow.
I'm gonna stay where I am for the moment, but I am gonna activate like the claw gauntlets.
Yep, sure. You
But
can do that
I'm
as a
gonna
free action.
I'm gonna hold my action, like Scott, but I want it to be like the last putty that comes into the room. So he
Okay.
takes fungus, whatever
Fungus.
the name is, and
Fungus.
Big fungus.
I'm just gonna take the last putty that walks into the room.
Okay. Because remember, in this combat, everything happens in... See, there is a table, actually, that describes it. My book's over there. I need to go and grab it.
I think it said every one action is every 6 seconds.
Yeah, one action is every 6. Yeah, I think so. So this happens in pretty fast-paced sort of style. No, but yeah, you can 100% do that. It's now the turn of the putties. First things first, the putty in the room with you is going to run forward and try and attack you, Marika.
Okay.
So he's going to roll this. What's your...
My
sorry.
toughness unmarked is 16.
Yep. I really should just roll those as thing, but doesn't matter. Normal. Ooh.
Oh,
Yep.
apologies if you hear my dogs.
Okay.
Yep, I'm getting punched.
Yeah, you is. It's going to repeat this song. It better. Obviously not. So we'll just put this one on instead. Yeah, so the party comes up, just runs up in desperation, rears its big clay fist back, and strikes you. You take 1 point of blunt damage.
All right.
And that's basically it. That putty. These ones are going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There we go.
Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So again, so this party is just come into your field of vision, Dwayne.
Mm-hmm.
Do you, because you held your action, do you take it out? Or are you going to wait?
Considering the turn order, I am going to take my action now.
Okay, cool.
Do I get to take mine first?
No, because you specifically targeted Pungus. Unless you want to take your action, in which case...
I'm sorry, I just assumed that he was going to be the only one coming in.
No.
Or at least the first one. So I actually meant the first
Okay.
one coming in.
Yeah, that's cool.
Sorry,
yeah.
not trying to step on your toes, Rosa.
No, it's fine.
Well, I mean, do you want to swap then? I'll take Pungus and you take the normal.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. You both held the action anyway, so... I will allow you to take separate. Yeah, he comes in. Scott, you get an attack on this guy with edge.
Yay. Let me... Where's my character sheet? Hang on. So I'm attacking with my batons. Even though I'm not... So it counts as a power weapon, yeah? In my case?
In your case, yes.
Okay.
It just doesn't have the advanced trappings yet.
So because I am attacking one target with multiple weapons, come on, where is it? Per page 165 of the book, talking about multi-weapon attacks.
Yeah.
If targeting a single target with X implements, X being 2, implements of the attack, a single attack roll is made against the target with a number of up 1 dice shifts for the attack equal to X minus 1. So I get a +1 shift.
Yeah, you get +1 dice shift up, but you're also rolling with edge.
Right.
In other words, I don't see this putty surviving.
No, I don't either. Difficulty 13?
Yes. Difficulty 13.
And edge. Boop.
There we go.
Right, yeah, everything else is irrelevant. Motherfucker's dead.
You're dead on just the 13
So-
alone.
As the putty makes his way in to check out the sound,
I just freaking like Mongolian chop him
yeah,
with my sticks.
yeah, Dwayne, blending in with the shadows the shadow cast in the room. The putty doesn't see him, but as soon as he turns his head towards you, Scott, your screamer sticks come, or your side batons, come crashing down on this poor guy's head / neck area / trapezoids.
Trapezius.
Muscles.
Trapezius. Trapezoids.
Trapezoids. That's a shame.
He's made out of clay, so yeah, maybe
he's made out of clay.
Maybe it's made up with trapezoids.
Yeah, I love how you're all slowly changing your things, by the way. That's hilarious. Yeah. He sees it coming, but he can do nothing about it, and he just he falls to the ground, and of course, in classic putty fashion, vanishes in that multiple explosion of clay. He is a non-factor on the field right now. It is now the other putties are going to stay around with this.
I take a free action to taunt the to verbally taunt the other putties.
Fine.
I'm just there with my sticks, like, come on!
Yeah, that's fine. It is now the turn of Pungus. He's going to walk in. And again, this is happening in conjunction. These two might as well have walked in at the same time. He walks in. Just going to move you over there for the sake of this moment. Walks in. He's just seen one of his underling putties get nuts. He has seen you scream in a battle cry, Scott. Rosso, you have an attack. You can now attack with Edge.
So that's claw gauntlets.
Yeah, if those are the ones you want to attack with.
If you're attacking with Edge, you should use Spear.
Be quiet, you.
Shift. The difficulty?
Oh wait, hang on. I think it's 13 still, but let me double check. Yeah, 13.
Okay.
Critical success. Goddamn.
Just basically hit him right in the back of the head.
Yeah, you rolled a crit on the skill. I'm slowly learning the D20 isn't what you want to be hitting high, it's the skill dice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, as this party comes in and sees his quote-unquote friend split into all these pieces of golem, you kind of like smirk at the party, kind of like indicate, like you kind of like tilt your head to the right, and all of a sudden all the change in sees is this this feral cat man pounce at him with these claw gauntlets and strike him across the face, also taking him down. This is what happens when you have the element of surprise, ladies and gentlemen.
Happy birthday, motherfucker!
The other Pungus, here in the commotion, is going to move over here. It is now the turn of the slippery shark, and upon not hearing back from any reports of these other, well, no, he's going to call out and say,
"What the hell is taking you so long?"
I want to try something stupid.
okay, but just for a second, he's going. So, for those of you in the chat that may have noticed, he's a little bit bigger than the last session. It's because I found out that he actually occupies 2x2 square. However, he can only move. He square by squares thing. Unfortunately for you guys, his movement speed is a little bit larger, especially if he decides to do a certain thing, but we'll get around to that. So, starting from here.
Why was I expecting you to say that his movement speed is doo-doo?
It's not, it's actually pretty good. So base movement 40.
He really is a slippery shark.
He is.
He is a large boy.
The stupid thing I was wanting to do was try and mimic the putty warblings.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know how I will deal. I don't know if he moves 5 feet per 1 square or 5 feet per 2 by 2.
I believe it's 5 feet per 1 square.
Yeah,
because
so,
that is
yeah.
5 square. Because that is 5
Yeah.
feet of movement.
Yeah, so he can only move. Yeah.
I
He's
mean,
gonna-
I just used the measurement tool and just
Yeah.
click on
yeah.
a spot.
Yeah, that's fair. Nova, where are you going?
Sorry, just changing my my token.
Nova hides in a barrel. Oh, you've just removed yourself from the what's it called order. It's okay, I can add you back.
I'm right here. I'm already at 13.2. So
I just changed my avatar in on the sheet, and then hit. There's an option for the tokens, and you can hit refresh all tokens.
All right, mine was
it
10, I
It
believe.
didn't work. That's why. So I'm above Nova or above Marika. There we go. That's why I put 0.2.
Add to turn. Arrow is a it's 10, and you go just below Marika. Awesome. Cool. Slippery Shark's going.
I'm gonna ask just to clear the battlefield, just to move the putties to the side, or just to the back of the rooms.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Put him in the corpse room.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Yeah. Now.
It's like
In the android pods.
It's like playing Hitman. Every time you get a kill, you gotta hide the body.
Yeah. So, like I said, I wish it was like that. Again, I think I might start just doing the master tile and then be like, oh, okay, cool. Blue tree. Okay. Oh, sorry. Zippy Shark gets the and he's now going to. He's just going to like take a look, but he's not going to commit to anything right now. Scott, it is now your turn once more.
Okay.
You are still
Sorry,
effectively hidden.
Right. Yeah, I was trying to change my thing, and I'm failing miserably. Yep, screw it. I'll hold my turn until the next guy shows up inside.
Oh.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Also, my character sheet doesn't want to load now.
Yeah, Roll20's having a bit of a mare. I'm getting some hiccups as well, but we will work through it. Yeah, so Nova, it's your turn.
I'm gonna move right here, right by the door, so I can get a clear shot. And it didn't work last time, but let's see if the gun worked this time.
Who are you aiming for?
gun!
Were you aiming for the one in the room with you or someone outside? Someone in the room. Yeah, sure. Roll difficulty 11. I'm gonna have to start making these party patrollers a little bit stronger. Is the failure?
Damn it!
He's a failure. Do you have, just so I know, do you have specialization in ranged combat? Targeting.
I have targeting, yes.
I'm wondering if
Like
this...
that is one of the things that Blue has, like targeting, and it goes with his speed and his smart.
Yeah, it's just at D2 at the moment.
Yeah, okay.
We're gonna need to get you a gun with training wheels on it.
Again,
With,
So the blaster goes off and it misses the putty.
Did you get your gun with sights?
Again, it does it does one of those it does like a weird dodge motion, almost taunting you at this point, Noah.
I hate this thing.
Is that your turn?
Nova, you can hear your gun blow you a raspberry.
Yeah, like that's all he does. Like he shoots, he misses, he just looks at it. I hate you.
I fired and I missed, and I fired and I missed.
Is that your
But then
turn?
he
No-
solace in this is that Marika didn't make her shot last round either.
Is that
I'm
your turn,
done,
Nova?
though.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm done.
Marika, it is your move.
Alright, my turn?
Yes.
Okay. Well, since the gun didn't work, oh, I closed my sheet. Since gun didn't work, I am going to pull up my super convenient and totally had it this entire time military knife,
Yes.
and I'm just going to go for the stab.
Sure. Go ahead.
What's the difficulty for stab?
13.
Yeah, 13. Regular toughness, 13.
Got him.
Yep. So, as this putty dodges Nova's blast, it turns to all of a sudden see that if you swipe up its chest, and for some reason it lets out some sparks. As it does again, as it kind of does like a twist in the air and falls to the ground, and it is now. He's the master tile. Shouldn't have done that, but I can add him back in. What were? What's that?
Tungus was 3.
Fungus was 3, right?
He was the one that was like, oh, we can't kill him.
Yeah. Yeah, and this putty is Enzo.
Also the mastered putty.
Yes, so he'll just stay down here.
A free action can no one look at that. Briga. I want one of those. It seems to work a lot better.
Well, if you join the military, you can get one.
Or I could ask the professor for a knife. I'm sure that's not going to be too hard to find.
It is.
And then, real quick move, I'm going to jump right back by the wall.
Yep, that's fine.
And then I'm good.
Are you wanting me to get rid of that token for you there, Scott?
Yeah.
Yeah, just move that one off. I'll just delete
Or
that.
just click it and hit delete.
Yeah.
There we go.
Not touching it.
I'll
ahead,
delete that,
Mitch.
but I will add you back to the.
Rotation
Good.
at 26.
Yes.
Thank you.
I will sort out my image after the session.
Look, Rosso, we're sorry. We just want to use your amazing arts.
I know.
And Arrow, it is now your turn.
I'm going to hold my turn until someone enters the room.
Okay, fair enough.
Why do I feel like this is going to be a pattern?
Well,
We're like we Dr. Daxian said himself, we are guerrilla rangers.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay, cool. Dwayne, it is your move.
Second verse, same as the first.
Okay, that's fair enough.
But I'm gonna take like the second putty that comes into the room.
I forgot what I wanted to do. I was going to mimic the sound of a putty warbling.
Okay.
That sounds like a perform check.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's it.
Give me a performance check on that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Alright.
Like, would it be a performance or deception?
I would say it's
I got-
perform.
At this point, yeah, performance, because, well, I don't know.
It's like you're.
Like, are you trying to attract something or are you trying to deceive someone?
I'm trying to attract them over here.
Performance.
Then I would say
That's performance. That's
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah,
That's
that's
performance.
performance.
Give me
I was gonna say, like, are you
difficulty.
trying to Han Solo and A New Hope? Everything's under control here. Situation normal.
You're not trying to sell him a car.
Who are you? Yeah, before we continue on, give me that performance check then, Nova. Not Nova,
All right.
Errol.
Give me a DC.
In the middle of battle. Considering, you know what? I'm gonna say 15. Actually, wait. Oh, it doesn't matter anyway.
Doesn't matter. It's a big fat 5.
Yeah, that's a failure.
Failure.
So you doing that? Slippery Shark kind of looks over at this room. His attention is now diverted from this one. Okay, it is the putty's turn. And,
So good job you did it.
Yep. So the putty walks right into the room. Your reach is.
My
should be
reach
a-
is reach because I'm using my sticks separately.
Right, yeah. So he has to be right next to you. But for flavor, considering it's a surprise attack, he kind of just walks past you both, not seeing anything. And now he's kind of like, where the hell have the others gone? I'm going to allow you to move closer and just take him out if you want. Hard luck.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
Do.
Difficulty 13.
+1. And you said 13.
Yep.
And do I have edge again?
Yeah. Surprise attack.
Sweet. Wha-bam!
Critical success!
These
That
guys.
is-
He's good. Oh god, I want to play the music, but I can't.
Oh, Green Ranger.
Yeah. So,
Wait, what?
Go, Green
go. What? Yeah.
Ranger.
Wait, what? You mean
What? What Ranger? No
Go
new.
Spec Ops guy?
What are you talking about? He's not a
I'm
ranger.
I'm not a ranger.
He comes out like a G.I. Joe. Anyway.
Bro.
Yeah, so again, this party doesn't even see you coming this time. You just kind of hit him, and there's this kind of like this dull thunk as he
Yeah.
as he gets hit, and he just like again
Just that metal
bursts into-
baseball bat sound effect.
bursts into pieces. This party here is like kind of like again because you know they're not clever. He walks in. Sees you, Scott, and is about to alert everyone, but of course, Rosso, you have attack because you held your action. Yeah. Do you attack?
Critical success!
Yes.
We are not Spec Ops for nothing.
Yeah,
1,
so
2, 3,
Signification!
4, 5, 6.
literally, as this guy, this party patrol is about to kind of like you just kind of like pounce on him, in cat-like fashion, and kind of like so you kind of both skid across here, and as you do like that, you just one swipe of the of your claw gauntlets, and he is donezo.
Show off.
What can I say? And I'm gonna go back to the side of the door just to, hide once again.
Yeah, sure.
And that's
Like that.
yep.
These other putties now, again, they're doing their job and they're guarding Captain R&D over here. You right, DeLuna?
You hear me?
Yeah, no, it's just that it sounded like there was stuff falling in the background.
Oh, that's my keyboard. Sorry.
Okay.
Try this. I was like, thought I had the sensitivity. That's why I had the sensitivity too low.
What's your keyboard run on coal power? Jesus Christ.
No, it's a mechanical one, so it's really clicky.
Yeah. Clickety clackities.
Yeah. It is now the turn of Bungus, and he is going to follow in the footsteps. 6.
His fallen comrades.
Like that. It is now the turn of Slippery Shark. He orders this guy to hold his position whilst he is going to. Let me see here. Ooh. He's gonna get right outside your door there, folks.
That's quite a bit of movement.
Well, that's just standard ground movement for Mr. Shark. Okay, so Slippery
And then
Shark.
he kicks down the door.
Well, he's not in front of the door yet, but he kind of just like shouts in, and calls out,
Let us in there. Come out now.
I really hope those sound effects are coming through.
Yeah, they are.
There are on
I hear 'em.
Yes, on our end.
Yeah. I really hope they are on them because I've changed the mic to it anyway. And again, that's pretty much his move. Scott, it's your turn, and you would have heard Slippery Shark shout that command. And you could pretty much, I'm going to say you can tell that it wasn't near you.
What's my movement?
30, I believe.
30. Or I think it depends on your character origin.
Do you run fast? You jump fast.
It says my movement is 30 feet. So how do I measure? Can I measure?
You can click your token and move and right click and
okay, got it.
like this here.
Oh, cool! I can reach him.
Yeah, you could just run out and grab him if you could. If you want.
Yeah, screw it. I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna run out and take out the last fungus.
If only if you had a box.
Pungus looks over, just sees a cardboard box walking out. What the?
Just walks out.
Can I manipulate this? I'm.
Oh,
You're on the,
you're
on the line.
on the
twelve,
measuring
click
tool. You need to be
arrow.
back on the
Gotcha.
cursor
Okay,
tool.
I understand now.
Yes.
Don't worry, like I think we have all made that mistake on roll 20.
Fungus sees.
Fits, we sit.
Fungus sees the box.
How much?
I love having a soundboard. I've been waiting for that.
That was beautiful.
Anyway, so does this system care about diagonals? Like, do they treat diagonals differently than adjacents?
No.
No. He's there. He's near you.
Great. Because I'm a smack him.
Give him a
Scott
good
jumps,
smackaroo.
Scott jumps out of the box. Okay, the bit's over.
What's
Damn it, I'm kind of sad that it is.
His toughness is 13.
13?
Yeah.
Do I still have edge?
No, I'm gonna say this is actually.
Oh god.
Gain a story point.
Using it the story point.
Cool.
So I ask again since you were waffling as I hit the button.
No edge.
Thank you.
So you've essentially just gone, haha, motherfucker.
There we go. That's better.
So yes, using your cyber batons, you're screaming. So you kind of just hit this putty, and he.
I just jam them into his eye holes.
If you want,
just running it. Just
and as it falls down to the ground, it explodes in that familiar greyish white hue, and the changeling putties are no longer in the attack order. But you are now visible, and your element of surprise is no longer active.
oh no.
Nova, it is your turn. You can quite clearly hear, in fact, all three of you could quite clearly hear that was the shark monster yelling at the doors of the room you currently occupy.
Well, it'd be rude to keep him waiting, wouldn't it?
Indeed.
Shall we dress for the occasion?
I'd be upset if you didn't.
Like before we morph, Nova's gonna talk to his communicator. All right, Scott, Dwayne, you guys take care of the small fry. We'll take care of this guy.
Copy that.
Roger.
It's a good thing you three are in this turn order.
Roger.
Yep.
Roger.
Okay, so Nova, it is still your turn. Is it an action to
Is it
morph?
Morbin time?
It's more
I was
than
gonna
that.
say, can I be the one that says it because it is my turn?
Yeah, I mean, you can't all three of you morph the same because we're in initiative order. So it's like,
I was literally about to ask, for the sake of brevity, could all three of us morph at the same time, but
I mean, they're all one after the other. Does it really matter?
okay, because it'll be cool.
It's flavor and it's mechanically doesn't make a difference.
We'll all move the three of you here. Nova, do the honors.
It's morphin' time!
Input 5. So as I wish I had a thing for it.
I wish we did too. I'm just kind of sad we don't, but still.
Maybe I can work on one before next session. Now that I got the voice mod thing. So basically, all three of you, you raise your side braces up, like that. Push the button and it slides. You input the code. You input the code 541. It initializes, and then you call out your morphing phrase. Cyberize.
Cyberize.
Cyber eyes.
You are enveloped in the glow of the grid, and you morph into your respective ranger colors. And I draw everyone's attention to the overlay. Blah. Look at that. Rosso did artwork. It was fun.
Yeah.
I love doing that far more than I should, but I love little production commands like that.
It's
So
the little things, man.
yeah, it's the little
It's
things.
so goddamn cool.
You are now morphed into the Cyber Strike Power Rangers. You haven't changed on the map grid, but it's fine. We're not gonna.
We're not gonna monkey with it.
No, man.
Semantics.
It's
That's
it's way,
semantics.
it's too much, yeah.
You are morphed.
If only
Plus-
there was a way that Roll20 would let us change profile pictures on the fly, but nope.
I mean, he could make just a dummy sheet for us, and we can just switch.
Yeah,
Well, no,
it's
that wouldn't affect
it's too
On the
much.
fly.
Keep it to the civilian ones, and the overlay will thing when you are morphed or not. But
Yeah.
yes, you do this, and as you the grid energy kind of just blows the doors open. Slippery Shark can now see you, and his reaction is, as you would assume,
Because he's in close proximity, does he take any damage from the doors blowing open?
no.
Damn it.
I already gave you single
Viper.
gravity once.
Power Rangers! Where the hell are my putties?
They've been dealt with.
They're over there, over there, over there.
The Slippery Shark voice is turning more Vince McMahon as I go. Anyway, so yes, Nova. It is now. You've already done your. Is morphing a free action? I think morphing is a free action. I'm 100%
It's
sure.
a standard action.
Standard action. Awesome. But yeah, you can still take an attack action this turn, and you can still move.
Whoop. Right over here.
Yeah, it's a
And-
good thing attack of opportunity isn't a thing in this game. Unless you prepare.
And this time using the Strike Blaster, because fuck it, why not?
Yep.
What's his DC?
So, Slippery Shark. Pretty sure
That's
there's a way you can do this without me having to do this all the time, but you're gonna have to do a difficulty of 14.
Say this shouldn't be too big. I mean, he's a big guy.
Ow.
God, why do guns hate me?
You are not rolling well today, sir. So, Nova, as you blow past Slippery Shark, you take aim with your Strike Blaster and you shoot, but using his fin boomerang, he kind of deflects the blast.
Okay, Rangers, if it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get. Putty Patrollers!
And as he says that, the rest of the Putty Patrollers in the room take stock of what's going on, and they're like, oh crap, we're under attack. Is that your turn, Nova?
That'd be it. Unfortunately, I can't do anything more than that.
Well, I've come to learn that the battle system in this game is as much situational as it is. So the rolls, even if they are thing, they can still help. I'm about to demonstrate why. Marika, what are you going to do?
Well, I'm gonna turn to, as a free action, I'm gonna turn to Arrow and say, you and Nova take care of the rest of the putties, I'll take care of Fish Boy.
About game we already have. Like I already told Scott and Dwayne to do that.
Yeah, Scott and Dwayne were the ones who did that, and the plan was for you three to fight the.
Okay, never mind.
And
Rewind.
remember, you've already, all three of you have already learned from a previous encounter that together your combat efficiency is more. You're not really sure why, because it hasn't been explained, but you get the sense that if you fight together, your powers harmonize more, I guess is the best way I can put that without revealing too much.
Yep. Alright, rewind. I'll go ahead and, let's see. I'll get right here,
Oh.
and I will also pull out my Strike Blaster and fire.
Cool. Because you're still in surprise and Slippery Shark's attention is on Nova, you get to roll with edge.
Yeet. And you said 14 for blasting?
Yeah, was it?
Yep, 14 for blasting.
Yep, thank you. Yeah, 14 for blasting.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Oh, damn.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, baby.
Oh,
Yeah, cool. So, you don't even need to worry about rolling with. You did select edge, right?
Yes, I did.
Cool. I found out that edge just automatically rolls 2 and then takes the biggest one, but it doesn't show the results of the lower.
Good, because it would have been a 6 on the d20.
Nice. So, yeah, Marika, as Slippery Shark deflects the blue energy blast, the energy blast from your strike blaster, in all its blazing red glory, strikes Slippery Shark on the shoulder, or say on the back of the shoulder, I guess. And he takes 1 point of damage. And that, yeah, that's that. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Arrow, it is your move.
All right. Arrow is going to go ahead and move 5, 10, 15, 20, and he's going to go ahead and activate his strike bonus. Or no, he's going to activate his triple strike attacks.
Cool.
oh no.
As we learned last session, this gives you 1 attack with a weapon or unarmed martial arts, and then 2 extra strikes.
Edge or no edge?
Again, because I'm going to say you still technically have surprise, you get edge.
All right. 16.
Yeah. So that beats his toughness. Are you still doing triple strike? So you get 2 unarmed strikes now.
Miss.
That's a miss on that one.
And
then
also
there.
miss.
Okay, so as the blast hits Slippery Shark in the back of the shoulder, he kind of leans forward. That then, Arrow, gives you the opportunity to, as you run, you kind of like leap over him and do like a twist in the air. As you land, you bring down your Cyber Blade, which causes Slippery Shark to look up, and as he does, it makes contact with him, causing a shower of sparks. As he kind of like looks down again, you connect with 2 strikes and with a kick and a punch, but those 2 strikes don't seem to do anything other than just kind of bounce off him. And is they do 1 point of Marge.
Real quick above Game Twitch, I posted something in the group chat if you want an opinion.
Yeah.
There, I just answered.
So actually, do you know what I can say yet? Not yet. I have plans.
Okay.
You haven't been issued with that stuff yet. But yeah, so this is your chance to say anything, Errol. Otherwise, is that your turn?
Here's looking at you, fish face.
Damnable power geeks. I've killed your kind before and I'll do so again.
You'll pay for that!
Dwayne, it is now your turn. Approximately 6, about 22 seconds have just passed, and in that time, you've seen three multicolored heroes fight a giant fish. Welcome to Power Rangers.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my character in front of Scott. Right there, and then I'm going to use the Concussion Grenade, and I'm going to have it be around about here. It has a 10 feet range,
So,
and it hits all three.
okay, so you are throwing it on the conveyor belt.
Yes.
Okay, so just to point out, because again, listen to that. The conveyor belt itself is attached to the equipment that technically these guys were sent here to retrieve, although blowing it up is a last resort. The concussion grenade, does it do explosion damage?
Stun.
Oh, that's
if
fine.
if you want the explosive one, I have
No.
that,
No,
but
no,
I'm
no,
not
no,
going
no.
to use that just yet. But I'm
Yeah,
going to
it's
go
a-
with the
okay.
concussion grenade.
So it's a flashbang stun grenade type deal. Right. Gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah.
So- No specialization.
How do I do this? And this is just gonna be you yeeting it, right?
Pretty much.
Yeet.
So yeah, just click the grenade, I guess, and we'll see if it.
Difficulty.
Hope you like pineapples!
Do you know what? I'm gonna say this is gonna have to be their I'm gonna say this is their evasiveness, and I'm gonna say it's a difficulty 11.
And since am I coming out of combat, or am I like hiding, or?
You're coming out of hiding, so I'm gonna give you, and again, I'm gonna give you edge on that.
Okay.
At this point, then, the surprise phase is over. The only reasons it didn't work for Scott and Nova is because they actively were charging headlong, or they were like the main thing. If you get what I mean.
Yeah, this is me. Yeah, this is me coming from behind Scott, so they're not
Yeah.
seeing this.
Boom!
Yeah. So as you kind of like running out of the door and going, Scott, on instinct from working with Dwayne for as long as you have, you kind of stand up and cross like your arms over your shoulders to like brace yourself, like over your chest to brace yourself. Dwayne kind of like jumps, kicks off your shoulder, throws a concussion grenade, and kind of lands all like feline like. The concussion grenade goes here, and these three putties are
all within a 10-foot radius.
yes, and they are now stunned. What can I use? We'll use this. They are stunned, and therefore will not be able to take a turn.
Does
Why that's a little annoying for me.
Yes, Cryptic?
Now, are they just stunned, or do they take any damage?
No, they just took.
The traits for the actual weapon don't say whether it deals any kind of damage. It just says like stun.
Trait, the trait of that is stun. It doesn't do like, so the way it says in the body, like stun is just, no, stun 1, blast 10-foot radius.
The target is denied their move action for the listed number of turns. If the listed number of rounds equals or exceeds the number of health the target has left, they fall unconscious, defeated.
Oh,
What is that number then?
So technically they die.
the concussion grenade takes out the putties.
Yeah.
God,
Okay.
these guys suck.
I'm just going to point out you're the one using putties and not like Machine Empire bugs or.
They're not in the book, and I haven't had time to homebrew them yet.
It's like you have the sting wingers, you have the cogs, you have everything else at your disposal. You're just using putties.
Yeah, you know, you'd think that with them having some of the Zeo and Turbo stuff in the book, that actually have the cogs and
Yeah, they would. I think they're putting them out in the next couple of things. I had Z putties, but it doesn't make sense to use Z putties.
What I will say is that that was the only one I had. So, one use only. That's it. I'm out of them. But I do have the regular grenade. But I'm going to say
a good use for him.
Yeah, so that's 3. Putties completely and utterly gone.
we just did the equivalent of so I have a bag of ball bearings.
Yeah.
That's fucking.
Wait until you hear what I have in mind, but that's going to be for after the session.
Please leave some for me, will you?
Yeah.
I mean, I can make a spec op requisition order for you to have as well if you want.
Anyway,
Not.
so
I
that's
meant
your
the
turn.
putties.
Yeah, so that's your turn, right?
Yep, that's pretty much it for me.
Yeah, okay, cool. These 2 putties are going to be like, crap. Well, they're not clever, so they're just going to run. 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. They're going to try and run headlong into the fight. They can't do anything.
Ah, dang it. Just too far.
That one's actually just in my range, actually.
There is a way you could reach him. I will say, Scott.
Listening.
I mean, can't say what because I'll just be giving you the answer, but you do have a way of reaching him with your current equipment.
Oh.
It is now the turn of the slippery shark, and because you are the closest, Arrow, he's going to use the multiple attacks ability. Makes 2 claw or ramming blow attacks or 1 boomerang fin attack. So, yes, so he's going to do this. Nope. Skill shift, no. What is your
14.
EC? 14. There is no snag. Oh wait, no, there is, because he's not proficient in this. Well, doesn't matter. It doesn't land, so as he tries to... Why would he have this if he's not? That's... silly. Oh. So, that one misses. But he will now... Oh, I've read that wrong. Oh, have I? It's in the weapons section, so it's a separate one to that.
If it's multiple attacks, it's he makes 2 claw or ramming blow attacks, or 1 boomerang attack.
Fin. Yeah. Should I have?
So
that? I would say he rolls to get that, and then I make the 2. Or would it just be the 2 claw attacks? Either way, he failed anyway, so it doesn't matter. So he goes to try and strike you, Arrow. And, you know what? When it comes to multiple attacks from now on, I'm not going to click them, because I think this kind of works as the same as Arrow's triple attack stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Kind of tries to hit you. You kind of like parry it away. His boomerang fin away with your cyber blade. And he's then, as you do that, he kind of crosses his arms over his chest and dives into the floor. Slippery Shark can burrow through unworked earth and stone using its swim speed. While doing so, Slippery Shock doesn't disturb the material it moves through. However, it cannot attack while moving in this way, and therefore must stop all movement for the turn and be above ground before taking any action. So basically,
is this unworked stone?
I mean, it's concrete floor underneath.
Like if it's concrete, then that right there is that it's not loose soil. Sorry, I'm.
No, I understand. I understand that.
In the interest of fairness.
And it's just a thing that he does as a character. I thought it'd be cool to use. So.
Hey, roll cool. You are the DM.
Yeah. So, I know it says unworked earth, but he goes down and under the floor, and his movement speed is now 60 feet. But like I said, he can't attack. So he's gonna go. All the way back where he was. Back to where the researcher was, and he pops back out with the putties, and that's his turn done and dusted.
Things are back to me.
Yay.
Okay. Well, I'm going to, for flavor's sake, while I'm moving, put my sticks together as a free action, which, because it's kind of like reloading a weapon or safely putting a weapon away, which the book lists as examples of actions. Would you agree that combining my sticks into the staff would be a free action?
I will say that combining it into the staff is a free action.
Good. So then I'm going to move to here, and with my staff, since I have extra reach, I'm going to smack this putty on his head.
Do you suffer a downshift? Just double checking. Well, that's multiple targets. Yes. So you.
Only if it's multiple targets, but it's not.
Yes. Only if it's multiple targets too. Wait, no. You on multiple targets in brackets to reach. No. Yeah. No. You still get a downshift.
No, because that's if I'm attacking multiple targets with the batons. That's when that applies.
Oh yes, it is. Of course. That's the
two
batons.
for 2 hands.
Yeah, that's the baton. My bad. Sorry.
That's okay. Why did I have a +1 in the first place?
Yeah, you had a +1 for last round because of the sneak.
Okay. Well, I
Yeah.
actually. So I'm invoking my solo strike ability, which does not cost a personal power point or anything, and it doesn't say I can only use it when morphed. I was checking between turns. And I get a +1 as long as my opponent does not have any of my allies next to him.
Yeah, no, that's just being. Yeah, that's just the power you can use.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of that, do we regenerate personal powers on long rests?
Yes.
Okay.
The book does say that you have a certain limit on how much you can regenerate per day.
Yeah. But considering this was a long rest before going into a major scene, it was like kind of like a reset on all your health and whatnot.
Yep.
Anyway, difficulty still 13?
Yes. Difficulty still. Well, hang on. Oh, no, you're not attacking the shark, you're attacking the putty. Yes, difficulty 13.
Normal?
You did. Yes, yeah. No edge, no nothing.
Well, bam!
Yeah, that's a crit success. So as you come forward and spinning your now side of staff around, you thrust it forward. It strikes the putty in the chest, and it kind of gives off like a small electrical shock before the putty falls backwards and bursts into the greyish white hue of the exploding golem itself. And you stand back up doing a cool pose with the staff.
Yeah.
Is that you, Tim?
I'm just Ray Parking this shit.
Yeah. Is that the end of your go?
Yeah.
Nova, it is your turn. You've just seen Slippery Shark dive into the ground and then pop back up over there.
So I'm going to use one of my personal powers to activate the grid power blaster focuser. Now everyone, Arrow and Marika, you get +1 dice shift to your blade.
1 dice shit up to the strike blasters, yeah?
Yep.
Moving AFK for just a moment.
That's cool. Let me see, what was it called?
It is under grid tech. It's blaster focuser. It's a Blue Ranger ability.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna ask, can that affect me and Scott?
Yeah, it will.
It says your Power Ranger team. So yeah, I guess so. Right now,
Even though you are not Power Rangers, I will say that it will affect the team because, again, this book has expected people to play as the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. But it is not, so yes, everyone gets a +1 shift to blaster fire. Is that all you're going to do? Because I believe you still have an attack action.
yeah, like I'm moving so I can get a clear, somewhat clear shot. I'm gonna try this again. Fire at the big boy.
Alright, so move. So do your movement. Move into position.
Yep. Move right. I move 2 squares. And then
Just make sure that you're in range of this guy.
yeah, because the range is 75
Okay,
feet.
Yeah, sure. So difficulty 14.
There we go.
Nice.
Finally.
So,
How do you-
before you take the shot, you pulse with blue grid energy. It kind of like pulses out throughout the room, and all of you in the room, you kind of feel like, you can't explain it, but you kind of feel like empowered a little bit, and like it's almost as if your eyesight and your focus has got a little bit sharper. And Nova, you then take aim at who? Do you take aim at Shark or Putty?
I took aim at Shark Boy.
At Shark. Okay, so yeah, you fire, and as the blue energy blast hits, it hits him in the chest, stumbling him back a little bit, and he takes 1 energy of damage. So as he does this,
That's my turn.
Okay, cool.
You'll pay for that, you blue. Buddy, attack!
As he screams this, the other party just kind of looks at him, just like, bruh.
Just
Seriously?
throws up the hands, just like, man.
He's like, bruh.
If it was a Z-Pie, he'd just look at him and just slap his own Z chest.
That'd be amazing. Yes, it would. Marika, it is your move.
Alright, that was cool. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get right here. I'm gonna charge in my laser.
Yeah, cool. Use your strike blaster.
Shift up, I believe.
Yeah, it's a shift up.
Yep, So +1.
Yeah, shift up 1. Make sure.
And it's 14 again, right? Because I am
Yep.
aiming at Shark Boy.
Yep.
No edge.
No edge, no. Just shift up.
23.
That's a success. Again, as the blue one hits and he gives his spiel, the red, you running forward, you do like a combat roll. And the red energy whizzes past you, Scott. And you don't flinch. It hits Slippery Shark once more, and he takes another point of damage.
And just as a free action, I'm gonna look down to Arrow and yell, "Do I hear 3?"
I'm guessing that is your. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yep.
Are you in range for? I believe you are. Yeah. Well, yeah. You're gonna move first. Yeah. One more time again. A third blast of yellow energy again whizzes past you, Scott. Strikes Slippery Shark, and he again loses a point of health. At this point, Slippery Shark he's down to a knee almost. There's like you've like hit him, and he's like, God damn it. I'm guessing that's your turn, Cryptic.
Yep.
Dwayne, it is your move.
Okay, give me a sec. So I'm just going to move in and I'm going to shoot him.
Cool.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Do I hear 4?
Again, you get 1 dice shift up because of Nova's ability, and the difficulty is 14.
Okay, so explain the skill shift, because I'm like, not...
So,
when I'm looking at the drop down, what am I looking for?
+1, yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
would
it's got
be
the
the +1 to whatever you have.
Yeah, so when it says, is there skill shift, you'd say yes, and then it'd be like +1, and then you just get to choose from the drop down.
Okay, right, and the difficulty is...
14.
14?
Yeah.
And normal.
Yep.
Hey,
That's oh, freaking hell. Crit success. Okay, what's the... what is it?
Can I just, for flavor, just like spin the gun and just shoot it like pow?
Curve the bullet. Yeah.
energy it is I don't know, are our guns
Yes, they are energy blasters, except you know, energy in the sense of like a Mass Effect gun.
right, so we've got like hot oil blasters.
Yeah. Whereas you wouldn't have to reload your ranger weapons because they are provided by the grid, but they can overheat.
Great constant, basically.
What do I give you here? What do I do? As a crit success.
No, I'm just thinking of the whole DBZA TN versus Selbit.
Yeah. You know what?
I'm
actually, yeah. As this regular, again, like there's this blast of energy streams towards Slippery Shark. It hits him and he goes down to a knee. It kind of knocks him off his feet, more or less. And even though he's only on it, he's down to a knee. He is, for all intensive purposes, knocked prone from this constant onslaught of attack, and he is once more takes a point of damage. So, is that your turn?
That is it for now.
Okay, it is now the turn of the putty. Who, upon seeing this, what's going on, kind of looks at the shark, and he kind of just, like, teleports out. He just nubs out. He just nubs out.
The deuces, it just fades out of existence.
Just goes, nope. And he... and this is not him being destroyed. This is he literally just teleports away.
fuck this shit, I'm out.
He's following the rules of TV Rito Revolto. He who fights and runs away lives to fight another day.
Yes. So yeah, he kind of just runs, and he's just noped out.
Okay, so what does the Shriek Shark do?
So Slippery Shark, because he's knocked prone, he cannot move. However, let's see.
Whoa.
So, taking in stock of the situation, Slippery Shark looks up. He sees the 3 rangers defiantly, and the 2, although not the 2 non-rangers looking at it, that weighs his options. And looking back at the R&D specialist, who has taken cover and hidden and is looking utterly terrified, by the way, he decides that discretion, following the lead of the putty patroller, discretion is the better part of valor here.
This isn't over, Rangers. You and your friends will pay dearly for this. Dark Spectre doesn't take losing very well.
Better get used to it then.
And he crosses his arms over his chest, and he vanishes in like a bluish kind of like watery energy. Combat is over.
We literally made the guy run away.
I didn't get my tuna.
So yes, combat is now over, and you are left inside this warehouse.
Arrow?
Where the R&D specialist, he kind of like just leans out, and he's like, "Are they gone?"
Yes, they're gone. And Arrow is immediately going to give the R&D specialist a once over.
Yeah, sure. Give me a first aid roll.
All right, medicine is a D2. Ugh, 9.
You walk over, and although
oh, hold on, I have edge on that.
do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Okay, go over it.
All right. Try that again. There we go, 17.
Sure. Sorry, one sec. I've just been sent a message.
Do you want to take a break? Because we've been going for about an hour and a half now.
Yeah, I was just about to say we could take a break after this, but one sec. Let me just like that. So yeah, you immediately there's nothing wrong with him. He's in good health. He's just like, oh my god, that just happened.
Does anybody else smell?
Say again?
I said, does anybody else smell urine?
Noah looking down at this man. Be okay.
Oh, that's the wrong one. We go back to this image because we are out of combat and we're back on the Forest Moonwalk. But I'm fine. I didn't expect to see rangers here. This is. Did the general send you?
Let's just say we were passing through. What's going on here?
Oh, right. Well, we were abducted. weeks ago, and they've been trying to process some of the metals that were here on the moon, and some of the metals that they stole from the facility on the planet. I can explain it better in due time. However, the others, they're being held captive at one of the quarries. They were locked inside one of the mines. They said that they were going to collapse it, or...
What were you working on?
Like I said, it was a processing of the thing, but I think the more pressing matter would be the mine.
Marika's gonna put a hand on Nova Narrow's shoulders. That's probably our best bet. Any questions we have for this gentleman will probably have to come later. Let's focus on making sure these people are safe.
Agreed.
And we also have to make sure we get the processor out of here.
Marika's gonna look to the scientists and say, we have reason to believe that one of the minerals that is being used for the processing equipment is very similar energies to that of our morphing grid.
I know of the metal you're speaking of. It's been theorized, and he starts to mumble like that. And it is at that point your communicators go off. And the voice of Professor Dexion comes over and says, "The General has arrived with reinforcements and has inspected the quarry site that you were at. He has found the prisoners and several several well-placed detonators. It seemed they intended to bury all of the evidence before they left here. It's a good thing you arrived when you did. Can you provide a status report?"
Arrow will look towards Marika, seeing as she is his superior.
She'll get on the horn. We managed to, at the very least, secure one of the R&D professionals in a local facility. We confronted the monster, most likely heading the operation, referred to himself as, remind me the name of the monster.
Slippery Shark.
He never said... the monster never said his name, but you can describe it as like a shark-like monster.
Yeah. She said it was a shark-like monster that was leading all of this.
We didn't end up getting the killing blow. They fled before we could do that.
Very well, but the equipment is safe, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Very well. We'll rendezvous back at... we will rendezvous at your location. The General is approaching with dropships as we speak. Professor Dexion, out.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And with that, I am going to say we take a small break.
And we can go and hail Hydrate.
You can hail Hydrate.
Joke's on you. I've already been hell hydrating.
Same.
I have my giant bottle of water. It's almost out. Like,
Yes.
I'm gonna go.
Right, I'm gonna go get myself a big cup of tea, so I'm gonna BRB right now.
Okay.
I've already drank probably I have an eighth of this this liter of water already. So hello chat, if you're here.
Hey.
I am seeing how many do we have here? There's 8 of us. This clown bat went a lot better than the first one.
Like I said, I'm kind of glad we did the spring cleaning thing at the end of the last session, so that it kind of went more to more like this. I have realized I'm probably going to need to get better grunts, but that is neither here nor there. But,
no, you don't. It's like me doing Jedi mind trick. You don't need better grunts.
Well, to be fair, you also approach this in a far more stealthier way.
Yeah, we did. We actually did this a lot better. Like,
Yeah, like this was
overall, I'm like, yes, because we actually have ways to fight other than a weapon that Roll20 seems to hate all of us using.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh wait, I have the grid power that like gives you a +1 to all rolls for the blaster. Let me use that actually.
Yeah.
Wait, is that a grid power? No, that's just a thing.
Hmm.
I didn't have to use my grid power for that. Oh well, for the sake of brevity, I'll just say I kept the I'll just keep it at 3 right now. Cause I have 4, so I'm fine. And I'm sure that we're gonna probably have another day.
Yeah.
Ooh. Apparently tomorrow is the finale of Dino Fury in Germany.
Yeah, what's it called? They released it quite like in succession and stuff like that because they pre-recorded a lot of them, and then they're being released over here and in America, as Netflix will and shall.
Who do you think is gonna be? Like I'm thinking it's going to be the white and red ranger from I can never remember the name of them, but the one with like 12 rangers on the team.
Q Ranger.
Q Ranger.
Yeah.
I will be right back.
I think that's going to be the quote unquote white ranger, and they're going to move on to those powers.
It could also be the white and orange ranger from Kira Major. Which I think honestly, given what we know about Dino Fury, is probably the safer bet.
Well, they mentioned crystals, but I know that they could technically call the little circle things that they use in that and the other one crystals as well.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, okay, I highly doubt it's gonna be Zenkaiser or Zenkaiser.
It won't.
We're not that lucky.
Zenkaiser.
We're not that lucky.
Also, I'd have to understand. Like, look at Kira, Q Ranger's morphers. How are they going to transition from the nice little simple wrist morpher with Dino Fury to that? Unless they make something completely brand new.
Well, that's the rumor that like apparently they're gonna lose the power or something like that. They're going up against Zed, and we all know he's taken powers away before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Has there been an explanation as to why Zed returned? I haven't kept up with the show.
It's a clone of Zed. It's like he retains all the original memories, but the Zed that we know from the past is technically gone.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more like another timeline's Zed.
From what I understand, it's not even another timeline. It's just like they had Zed's staff and they were able to use that to make a clone of him.
Yeah, it's not the real Lord Zed. And it's not a clone. It's like I don't know how they explained it, but
doppelganger.
Yeah, they basically had a machine that was able to like technically pull evil villains from the past, but they're not from the past or whatever. They're just like, yes, we've just created Lord Zed as he was back then, not the one that we have now. Hello, doggy. Why are you here?
I do love the fact that established this in Dino Charge, or not Dino Charge, in Beast Morphers.
Yeah.
And they were like, we could bring back Zed then. And they're like, wait a minute. Zed usually betrayed everyone he was in contact with, save for his wife.
Yeah.
Let's not bring him back.
Yeah, it was cool. And the whole, like, different worlds and stuff and the Morphin Masters is great. Like, the way they've tied it all together is really nice. Like, how they've been able to just tie things together, because they were just frayed. Because I feel like they saw what they... Yeah, I seen what they did, because I feel like they saw what they did with Shattered Grid. Just went, we should probably do that for the TV show. And let's, like, tie everything in a nice little continuity, but one sec, I gotta go close my door because my dog has decided they wanted to leave now.
Puppy!
The Green Morphin Master is responsible for every single plot hole in the series. And that is actually canon. Like, everything you can't think of that makes sense, it's him. Or her, I don't know the voice yet. Like, why did Tommy fall into the coma? It was because of the Green Morphin Master. Why did the invasion be seen as a success? The Green Morphin Master.
Why is Dark Spectre winning in Power Rangers Cyber Strike?
The Green Morphin Master.
There you go.
Okay, I'm back.
It's not the Green Morphin Master's fault.
This one is not, no, but everywhere else it is.
The reason everyone's on the back foot here is because, again, this is an alternate universe that I've set it in. Blah, blah, blah. Right, is everyone back?
I never left.
Same.
I just got back.
I'm back. I have a drink, sparkling water.
Nice. Okay, cool. So, we will pick back up. We are here. For the sake of brevity, are we going to say that you three have demorphed?
Mario sound effect. Womp, womp, womp.
Yeah, we're going to say you three are demorphed. Laid out pictures. Woo! I love production. So now, as you three power down and you help the R&D specialist outside, you see little dropships coming in. There's soldiers on there. There's medical personnel, and over the just over the other side of the tree line, the Gamma crests over it, and also makes its way to one of the landing pads.
I'm going to have a question in terms of me and Scott's little ship. What's going to be happening with that?
You can activate the autopilot for it to come to your location, if you so choose.
I think that would probably be a good idea, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to. So in doing that, you do so. It arrives just a little bit later than everyone else is. Marika, Aero, and Nova, you notice that this ship is not as grandiose as the Gamma. It is built for a specific purpose, and could easily fit a crew of 4 comfortably. Any more than that is a bit of a push. But easily manned by 2 people. Very much built for stealth over and everything else.
Nova's seen the ship. That's quite the little vessel you got there.
That's what we needed to do.
She flies pretty well.
Forgive me, being from KO-35, I've seen my fair share of ships. It's a pretty one right there.
As you are conversing, Professor Daxia makes his way down from the cargo ramp. Makes his way to you, and at the same time, you see the general and several other officers. Whilst, if you were to take a quick glance at some of the dropships, you could see that there are other civilians there. You assume these are the ones that were rescued from the quarry where you had your battle with that rather large contingent of party patrollers. To which you now know they were intending to blow up the mine with the civilians inside it.
Dwayne's going to give the general a salute.
We'll also salute the general.
So the general salutes you both. He recognizes you, Scott, because you are, of course, you are from planet Zybria, and before you were part of this Special Forces division. Totally doesn't exist, but does. You were a part of the Zybrian army. So he's familiar with you. Dwayne, he's not, but he recognizes that, again, he puts two and two together, and you are Scott's partner. And as he does, he kind of looks over at the Rangers. Then he says...
Marika would salute out of respect as well.
Yep. Marika, again, you give a salute again, he gives you a nod. That. Rangers. Operatives. That. I need a sit rep. I mean, everything about your confrontation, and we can debrief.
No, we'll look at the other two. Well, I'll do it if you guys don't mind.
Dwayne's going to be like, go ahead. But he is going to put his hands behind his back and be at attention in case he's asked for anything.
What do you want to know?
Well, like you just said, he wants a debrief of the situation. He knows the basic, but he wants to know, you got the information and everything that you have gathered, basically.
He points towards... Nova points over I'm assuming that that one RNG specialist that was with us in the warehouse is now there.
Yeah, he is. One moment.
We got into the warehouse and saw that gentleman over there being told to control something by 11 putties, 3 super putty, or 3 shifters, and a shark-looking monster. Unfortunately, we couldn't really get the final blow on either the final or the leader of the putties or the shark monster before they left.
It's unlike these putty retreating has been reported in battle before. It is unlike a monster to retreat from battle.
Funny thing is that before he left, he said Dark Spectre would have our heads for this, and I have to laugh at that. Knowing what I know about him, is if this guy tries to go attack him, he's either get killed or get sent right back over to us.
This creature cannot be far from here. There's no way he'd be able to get off the moon. And if he's still here, we will be able to find him. Or if he has gotten away, there might be some remnant of the technology he used to get not only plan the attack on the planet, but also stay hidden here for so long. So at this point, he turns to the officers who are with other members of a scientific research team that spread out and examine all areas. Yeah, I want that technology found and deconstructed as soon as possible. And the teams give a salute. And while this is happening, you can see Professor Daxian looking at the processing kit that is being pulled out now, ready for transportation with this mineral. As he's like, remarkable. Absolutely remarkable.
Marika's gonna look over to the professor. Did you inform him of our theory involving that mineral?
Yes, I debriefed the general as he made planetfall. General, how long has this mineral been here on, or not, has been a part in Zybrian space? It's at this point that a lot of the researchers kind of, the general kind of looks like he doesn't know, but then one of the researchers chimes in and goes, surely it is not just one singular mineral. It's a combination of many minerals here found on this moon specifically. It's one of the reasons why mining was shut down. At first we thought it was just a new discovery, but we found that it was giving off massive amounts of power, but they were very unstable. Even our processors wouldn't allow it to coalesce and stabilize. However, this processor, it was outfitted with more than just a standard Zybrian technology. They did something to it, although I'm not 100% sure what.
Probably got a hold of something stronger. Most likely technology not from Zybria.
Well, that is a prevailing theory, I would suppose.
Professor, if I remember you telling us correctly, the Ranger program that you guys were working on that we're now a part of was made by several different factors. Am I right?
The Cyber Strike Protocol, as many know, was spearheaded by some of the galaxy's top scientific teams. Zybria itself was the spearheaded force in the armor that your suits are made out of. But like I said, this mineral is like grid energy, but at the same time it is not.
We were refined into, or it actually being grid energy.
It's impossible to refine any natural mineral into grid energy, my boy. We still don't know all there is to know about the grid itself, except that it powers... well, it gives you your Ranger powers. The grid is as much a living entity as it is a power source.
We ran a simulation of sorts with our onboard AI. A theory of what would happen if our morphing grid energy and this energy came into contact with each other, and the result was, well, that she basically makes like an explosion motion with her hands.
Exactly. It is, at this point, Professor Daxian turns to the General. Although it is pure speculation, if enough of this mineral were to fallen into wrong hands, and they might already have some, I'm not sure. This may not be the only planet where they can earn it, but it seems to resonate with grid energy and destabilize. If Dark Spectre's forces are building a weapon that utilizes this energy, then I'm afraid even Ranger teams are not safe. Well, it's at this point that many of you around each other, there's like you see like some of the other teams like that have been listening in, like some of the soldiers get like a sullen look as if to say, just when we think that there's a chance for us to strike back, like, you know, all hope is kind of lost.
But at the very least, we found out about this. It's only a matter of time before we could potentially hunt down where they're keeping all of this stuff and get rid of it for good.
The general contemplatively said that. He kind of then looks towards you, Scott, and Dwayne, and he asks, he just looks at Lord just like that. That were you able to complete your mission? He doesn't know why you were on this planet, but both of you have come to the conclusion now, after all these events, that what you were looking for was not here. What you were sent to find was not here.
Dwayne's going to be at attention and be like, "Negative, sir."
At ease, soldier. Now remember, you don't answer to me. Or anyone.
Officially.
He kind of turns back and again to address some of his scientists, and the R&D developer that was with you comes over to the group of you and just said, "I wish to thank you, really do. Had you not arrived when you did, I fear that the processing unit would have finished its cycle, and then they would have had what they came for. Being able to drive off that creature, you may have saved thousands of lives."
May I ask a question? What was it building?
Well, like I said, it was refining the mineral. It's remarkable. All of the processes we tried to stabilize this energy, something positive, we were always unsuccessful, which is why I'm sure you've seen some of the facilities sure are in a little bit of disrepair. They have they've cracked the code. They found whatever they did with the processing machine, or whatever technology they added to it or didn't, or whatever they did, they found a way to stabilize it. This isn't even the finished process, and the data that we have now could be entirely beneficial, not just for Zybria, but for the entire galaxy, maybe even the war.
What happens if we let it finish? Could we make use of it?
I do not know. We would need to research and go through all the safety measures and the protocols, and then of course we would have to get the research rights from the government, and then the general would have to sign off on it, and he's just rambling at this point, going through, like, you know, the basic bells and whistles of something that, you know, you'd be able to do with this.
Not to mention what you need to get from SPD clearance-wise.
It's as you say that, Scott and Dwayne, you could technically take a copy of the data. They won't stop you because, again, you work.
Right. Well,
You-
better to have it not need it than to need it not have it.
Yeah. And even
So-
then, Professor Daxian, you can see, is already swapping research notes with them about like the simulations that obviously you guys run and what was run at this location right now.
So we should be moving on then.
Indeed.
I have one request to you, Rangers. The general turns back. And he kind of motions to come over to one of the drop ships that's got like a portable command table there. That it's as you approach, you see there's a holographic shape of the creature you fought, Slippery Shark.
That's him.
There. The creature you fought, designated Slippery Shark. His unnatural abilities allows him to teleport using whatever energy Dark Spectre has granted, but he
Is
is
that
not.
officially what they call him?
That's what one of them called themselves.
Honestly, I would have just called him Tuna.
He kind of gives like a smirk at both of your nonchalantness. He says that this isn't the first time we've seen such a creature, and it's led us to confirm a theory. We believe Dark Spectre has made multiple creatures like this, deployed them across all battlefields. Your description of your attack on the satellite came through from one Commander Kruger. And then again, he presses a few buttons on the command, like the the movable command table, the portable one. And next to the hologram of Slippery Shark pops up the hologram of the Snizzard. Was this the creature you fought upon the space station?
That's the one.
Was.
And our
You
theories
just
are
mentioned Kruger. Have you made contact with him yet?
Commander Kruger's forces made contact with all heads of the armies a short while ago. He confirms that all refugees are safe, and he himself and his strike force are re-entering the battle at the front. However, he did have a message for you two. To this point, he looks at you, Hardluck, Scott and Dwayne. That you two are officially to accompany Professor Daxian. And to share all available data with him and the Ranger team.
So he's at least aware that the Ranger protocol was a success.
That once we reviewed, not reviewed, what's the word? Once we gave back the information, yes, he was asking after the professor's welfare.
Above game Twitch, would I know, like, studying the Gamma's like layout and all that, if it has a similar like docking bay for a smaller ship like the Astro Mega ship does?
I'm glad you asked. Give me a science or technology roll.
That's a good question, Mega Man.
Yeah,
Sounds
like
like-
their ship just be like the mega shuttle.
Specialization, because I am a tech person. But yes.
Would you like some assistance at least?
Yes, please. Okay. With that, what's difficulty?
I'm gonna say that's difficulty. You know, you're pretty well versed about ships and stuff, considering you lived on KO-35.
Critical success.
Let's go.
Oh yeah. So basically,
Okay, I was gonna say
Because-
any skill shift or anything like that, or
no.
Well, you get. I was gonna say like, still.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Any role here is basically you kind of look at each other. And Nova, you kind of look and say, if they're going to accompany you, you know enough about the Gamma, even though it's a prototype, there are multiple sections where this ship could dock. It could attach to the top. It could, very much in the same vein as the Astro Mega ship, the front could open and it could dock that way. It could even dock through the back, and although that would take up some of the cargo hold, it could sit there.
Probably a proposal for Gamma.
But you would, you'd have no problem of this ship, basically docking with the Gamma.
If you need a hitch or ride, you two, you can your ship can easily fit on ours.
I think all things considered. Oh no, you go ahead.
Might as well.
Okay, I was just going to say, all things considered, I think we're pretty much hitching with you guys. So
yeah, Marika will look at Daxian. Should probably arrange this with Gamma.
You mean Glyph?
Glyph.
Glyph. Like that.
I don't know why. Gamma's the name of the ship. Glyph is the AI.
Glyph is the AI. Gamma is the ship. Yeah.
I am the Senate!
That'd be funny if Glyph actually heard of the communicator. Gamma. My name is Glyph!
So, yeah.
My name is Glyph, you flesh bag.
Yeah. So the general...
I heard that.
I hope you make it. So I kind of want to offer.
So he turns back after relaying that information to you. That was the word I was looking for, relaying. Relayed the information to the two of you. He goes back to the table. This information needs to be sent across all battlefronts as soon as possible. If Dark Spectre is able to make multiple versions of these monsters or creatures, that all stations must be ready for an attack. So at that point, he turns back to you. Take my leave, Rangers. Operatives, thank you. On behalf of Planet Zybra, you've done us a great service.
Marika will give a final, kind of like a salute, but also like a half salute, half bow.
Era will follow her lead. If a little sloppily.
Noah will give a casual, two-finger or quick salute, basically.
Dwayne's going to give an official salute.
Same.
And then the general then goes about busying himself, ordering around the nearby crews. I want those scanners disassembled and analyzed as fast as possible. Any important technology, put it on the ship and get it back planet side pronto. And the most injured, evac them now. He's just giving out standard orders. Meanwhile, Professor Daxian is talking science babble with the other R&D specialists. And they're just going back and forth and about how the grid can be applied to this mineral, how this mineral affects it, and various research experiments that obviously are going to be conducted. But you feel like if you don't stop him, he's going to stand there and babble all day.
Marika will walk up and kind of put a hand on his shoulder tape. Professor, I think it's time that we head back into space.
What? Oh, no. Just double check.
Oh, you're live again.
So is that live? Are we back?
No, I have an ad. Okay,
As
that's
far as I'm aware, yeah.
It's showing live for me, so...
Okay, yeah, I don't know what happened there. The coding just kind of went, nah. So I don't know why the stream went down. Apologies, that means I'm going to have to splice together two videos now. Yay!
Yay, editing!
Yeah. So... that was unfortunate.
At least it wasn't that far.
Yeah, no. Otherwise, I'd be very upset. Okay. So, before we dropped out, Marika was saying to the professor that we need to go back onto the ship. Professor Daxian has exchanged data with the current with the R&D developers from Planet Zybria. You all board the ship. Well, Rangers, you board the Gamma along with Professor Daxian. Rose, Wayne, and Scott, you board your ship, your small frigate, and both ships then take off and head back into space.
Should we dock now or at a different point?
No, as you go into the, like, you break the atmosphere and you go back into space, you can choose where you wish it to dock. You can do it the classic way, or you can go on the top of the ship. It's completely up to you. But your ship then docks with the Gamma. And you are now all on the ship, on the Gamma. Scott and Dwayne, you have received new orders from Commander Kruger, one of the only commanders of the armies who can give you direct orders, as the Special Ops unit is a subsect of his SPD operation.
Okay.
You basically, your mission overall is to find any and all unidentified technologies that the forces of evil are using, and are to destroy or acquire them by any means necessary. And this is the information that you now share with Professor Daxian and the Rangers.
Do we?
Yes, because you've been... That was the order from Commander Kruger that was passed to the General to you.
Okay.
No secrets among us anymore.
Among Us?
Focus!
No more being sus.
Amogus.
But yes, this is now a time where you can talk amongst each other. And whatnot.
I want to eat, rest, and go work out in that order.
Yeah, sure. There's again, there's a mess hall. You have provisions on your own ship. Although it's docked with the Gamma, you can still access your quarters on your small frigate. As could Dwayne, if you so wished.
I mean, I was gonna do the mess hall thing, and I'm gonna be like, how does it actually deliver food? Is it like a vending machine sort of thing, or what?
It's
Short Jetsons.
So do we have a
you have
Mr.
supplies. No. You have supplies, and it's a kitchen. Think Star Trek type, kind of deal.
We have replicators?
Basically,
In a way, yeah.
you have food systems and all that.
Like, you can
I was
cook
kind of-
food. You can cook
I was
rations.
kind of thinking of
Fancy.
I was thinking of the Red Dwarf sketch of just fish, bring out tray, fish, bring out tray, fish,
fish.
bring out tray, and I have like
Fish.
6 trays of fish that I'm just gonna have to myself.
Either or like that. It's not so much.
I
they're
get
not,
that reference because I actually watched Red Dwarf.
Yeah, it's not like replicators, but like it's you have a space kitchen, and like
It's like a kitchen in space.
Yeah, but it's not going to take like 45 minutes there. You can cook rations instantly. It would take like 2 minutes to like cook, like a whole chicken or whatever the equivalent You have, but no, it won't take that long. And being Spec Ops, you are very much used to eating rations and stuff like that. So when it comes to getting, proper food, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna go for the proper food. But you're able to do all that.
Right. All right, I'm gonna AFK for a moment. I will be back.
Professor Dax. So while Scott's gone away to the mess hall, he's with you, Dwayne, and any of the other rangers if you're still with each other. Professor Daxian said, I had my suspicions that Commander Kruger had a secret force that he was commanding outside of everything. I had not thought to have confirmed it, but it is good to know that Commander Kruger has all angles covered. Of course, I am correct in assuming that he is not the only one you answer to.
A few, but yeah, pretty much one of a few that we answer to specifically.
And this mission, is it yours solely, or are there other teams like you?
I'm going to assume that because it's probably on all kind of fronts against Dark Spectre, that there are probably other teams out there like me and Scott.
Yeah. So you would know that there are other teams. You don't know who they are.
They're basically like cells, like we are.
Yeah. So at this point, again, you are sharing information. All your files and stuff are on like the hollow board, but yours and Scott's file is basically it's redacted. Like a lot of the information on there, it is as if you two do not exist. And with enough clearance and stuff like that, which Professor Daxian now has, he could read your files, but as it stands here, like this is what everyone currently sees.
Okay. Well, I'm probably just going to ask. So considering all that's happened, probably might have to restock on some equipment. Is there anything that you guys may need in terms of gear or stuff that might help you guys out?
That's actually what we came to Zenria 4 was to actually restock, so I'm assuming we got everything we need so far.
And Cliff chimes in.
The armory has been stocked with enough armaments for any mission that may come up. We are also fully stocked on provisions and fuel the last a few months.
Great, I'm gonna grab a couple of those grenades.
I would say that we do requisition as and when it would be needed. Don't see the need for you to be throwing grenades around the Gamma.
Not around the Gamma, but Professor, that's firsthand. They're useful.
Oh yeah, took out 3 putties with 1 grenade.
I do not deny, but of course, you are we're not in the middle of a battle. You are in the middle of space.
With all due respect, Professor, I wasn't planning on playing racquetball with them.
Professor Daxy's kind of like, okay. Excitable young chap.
I mean, also considering someone may need some target practice as well, we could potentially look into maybe some equipment to assist with that.
Well, we have the hollow deck here, and it's rather.
I was thinking more like upgrading the actual weapon to be like, make it better to aim with.
Oh, weapon upgrades. Well, I assume we could. Again, Beth chimes in.
The scientific application of upgrades could be processed in your lab, Professor. However, I do believe it would take some time to apply the upgrades depending on what it is. the Rangers or these operatives would require or request.
I'm assuming the ship's defenses here are pretty basic.
The ship's defenses have all been like repaired and stuff like that. It's got blasters and shields and whatnot.
You got a couple of big old turrets on the top there.
Like I said, that's what I meant. It's like it's all like standard.
Yeah. Again, the Gamma was a prototype for the Astro Mega ship.
But actually, I got an idea for an upgrade for my weapons here, as I'm twirling one of my batons like a drumstick. The musical drumstick, not food drumstick.
Yeah. Like, you wouldn't know this, but Nova's looking over at you and giving a sage knock. He was a drummer before this all happened.
That's a little bit tidbit of information.
Like, that's what he used to draw people to his fruit stand. Like, he's like, I'm smart, but I'm not really like keen on like being a tech. I'm just the guy who sold fruit and played drums. That was it.
Well, upgrades to your weaponry aside, I believe it prudent that we mark our next target, or take our next course of action, as it were.
Would it be out of line for me to suggest that we actually try to meet up with Kruger to see what that would be?
I don't even think we know where he is.
He may not even want to be found, considering that, if we find him, sure as hell, Stark Spectre's probably going to be wanting to look for him as well.
I believe Commander Kruger has taken up, decided to take up a point at one of the front lines. The Cyberstrike protocol was designed, and its purpose was to operate as an independent cell. Much like your covert special operatives units. I believe from this point on we pick our own targets. There's a wide galaxy out there.
Well, let's follow the patterns. All the attacks and problems we've had so far have been in green zones, behind safe lines. I say we find the next green zone, the closest one, and investigate that one.
Would it be wise to also be on the lookout for those minerals? If there's anything in the green zone with those particular kind of minerals, and they sort of overlap, that could narrow down what we could be looking for.
I believe
we could try to have Glyph make a galactic scan or something to see if they can pick up something with that energy.
I believe you are right. This energy source, if be believed by the scientific teams of Zybria, if it is a combination of many minerals, perhaps it can be recreated almost anywhere. Green zone or red zone or not.
In which case, if we scan the green zones and locate that specific set of minerals, or in a very specific quantity, then we can at very least inform either the forces there or, the forces as a whole to maybe shore up the defenses there.
Exactly. I will work on an algorithm with Glyph to start this.
We should probably monitor the radio channels as well. Anything sounds funky, we should investigate.
That too would be a good idea. Yes. However, for now, I believe you have all earned good rest. Well done, Rangers. I couldn't be more proud.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you, Professor.
So, as he says this, you all leave the bridge, The professor stays there with Glyph. You all go to mill about and do your own thing. And as the scene pans, the professor then says, "Glyph, feel the bridge room." And as he does that, the doors close. They're not like locked, but like there's that. Turn off communications. Again, Glyph responds and does so. The scene then pans down to the professor opening up a suitcase, a rather familiar-looking suitcase, actually. And he inputs a sequence of numbers and a code. And then up pops two holographic holograms, like holographic outlines, with the label Cyber Strike Protocol green and black. And that is where the session will end for this week.
What could it mean?
What could that possibly mean?
Who knows?
It's a mystery. No one knows.
I am really annoyed that I'm going to have to download 17 minutes of extra to tack on at the end of this one, and it's going to take ages for Sony Vegas Pro to fucking process that. But it is what it is. It's what I'm going to have to do. That's really annoying. I don't know what happened there. Thank you, Twitch/OBS or whatever. Yeah, that was episode 6 of Power Rangers Cyber Strike. Woo!
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 That was fun. That was fun.
How do you think combat went that time round? I feel it went a lot smoother.
I thought it went great.
Oh, it was fantastic.
So, yeah, that's another aspect of the combat. If you get the upper hand, because every other time you've been in combat, it's been them getting the upper hand. This time, you guys had the element of surprise, as it were. And while you did not defeat Slippery Shark, you did gain enough information that allowed you to pass on everything else, and I've obviously left you with a cliffhanger that has absolutely no one can figure out what it is at all ever.
And it could be anything, even a
It
boat.
could be anything. It could even be a boat.
Your boat?
Yeah, how much we've always wanted one of those.
Early
Well-
season Simpsons references.
Family
What's
Guy.
inside the mystery box?
Family
yeah.
Guy. Pretty sure Simpsons did it
Family
as well.
Guy. That was Family Guy that did that. I
Simpsons might have
remember
done it
that
as
one
well.
because
That's the NMPW screen.
of I remember Peter. It was Simpsons because Marge is like, I can't believe we only got $20, but we got a story.
Well, either way, this was fun. Next week we are still on Thursdays, correct?
So far, yes. Like I'm gonna have to double check with my boss, see what day the check-in day is for my stuff. But if we need to go on Sunday, I'll let you know.
Mm-hmm.
I do know that the 2nd of October, which would be the first Sunday of October, I am off work, so we should be fine there if
Okay,
we
cool.
make the move then.
Okay, cool.
And I believe I should be fine next week too, next Thursday. I believe I'm off then.
Yeah, and if anything happens, just put it in the group chat, and we'll be okay. Again, apologies to anyone watching live. For the stream,
We are professionals, I promise.
yeah, for the stream going down. I don't know why that happened.
I'm glad I caught it though.
I'm glad you did.
I was like, wait a minute, why is it showing something else? Like, where's my I don't see what people are saying. Oh, they're not streaming anymore. What's going on?
Yeah, so that
Blame
was
Carl.
Blame Carl. We do indeed blame Carl.
Carl, that kills streams.
So I'm now going to have to do some editing. That's fine. I can do that tomorrow. But yeah, that was fun. Now that I'm getting a better handle of the, now that we're all getting a better handle of the fucking combat system, it really is.
We'll find something in this book too that will eventually trip us up again.
We haven't even gotten to Zord combat, and that's a totally different thing in and of itself.
Oh boy.
I can't wait till we get there. But, you know, that's, again, it's part of the fun. And I do, again, we talked about Zord ideas, and I have a, of course, Rosso did a pitch. I have a pitch that I want to present to you guys. I might do it off stream now, actually. But yeah. We're going to do some goodbyes now, and we're going to go down the list. Choco, where can they find you?
Hi, find me here on Thursdays playing Marika. You find me over on twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn for Troll to Personality, where I play Elise, which we should be back this coming Tuesday. Hopefully.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. Otherwise, you can find me on Twitter at ChocoZombie101.
Cryptic, where can they find you?
Ladies and gentlemen, you can find me at twitch.tv/cryptic_Cygen. We might be making a reappearance this Saturday. I'll keep y'all posted in the MNW and World Domination Wrestling Discords.
DeLuna, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at DLuna1338. You can find me soon-ish on Twitch or YouTube at DLuna13. I'm gonna say soon-ish because one, I don't know if I'm actually gonna be streaming to Twitch now with all their stuff. I might be going to switching over to YouTube streaming. And two, because I am, like I said right now, I am moving apparently next week. Like, I don't know exactly when the check-in date for the hotel is for my new job, but as soon as I'm there, that's when I'm going to be going up.
Hard luck, where can they find... Oh. And... Hard luck, where can they find you, aside from in the living rent-free in the headspace of baby faces across the multiverse?
Well, for now, you can find me on most, if not all, Tuesdays on twitch.tv/CuriousLily for
I'm there too
Elite Wrestling.
sometimes.
Yes, where Cryptic is also frequently milling about. I can be found on Saturdays at my convenience and with the showrunner's permission on Cryptic Cygen's channel and the commentary booth also for WDW. And once I get my own schedule worked out, I will be streaming on my own channel, twitch.tv/MrHardluck.
And finally, Rosso, where can they find you apart from doing awesome art and giving it to me?
You can find me on Twitter at Rosoryu. That is ROSOHRYU. You can also find me on YouTube, Rosso. That is ROSOH. You can also find me on MNW Warzone as R. Sawyer, the Undisputed Future.
And as always, you can find me here consistently on Thursdays, because, consistently on Thursdays for now, but consistently on Sundays, because, again, running this campaign as my first time DMing is a lot of fun. And I'm enjoying every moment of it. You can also find me here on Fridays in the near future for the return of NNPW, now going under the banner of Nexus Noah Pro Wrestling. A soft reboot of the promotion I've done. Everything is set up. I just need to edit all the bells and whistles. So that's
the belts, the
everything like that is done. Like the belt is done, the ring is done. I got to set up the universe mode stuff, and I got to do the opening intro graphic. And you know, I've got like 2 songs I need to choose from. Both NXT songs, by the way. I'll just say that because I can't use the 205 Live one anymore because it's not in the game. But I can get away with using an NXT one because next year still in 2K.
I mean, there's also a sound editor.
Yeah, but I haven't been able to find an intro song I like other than, an actual one for a wrestling show. That's such a point. And you can also find me, again, on this channel and on YouTube, where the VODs for this show will be posted. I haven't posted last week's one because I wanted to do it with this one because it's a two-parter type deal and that one was condensed. And now it's going to be even more of a ball ache because I've got to splice this and the other one because, again, my computer decided, I'm not going to make it easy for you. You can also find me streaming any random kind of game that's come out. Gundam Evolution came out, so I plan on streaming that.
Same.
Yeah, if I'm allowed to get in and play the game.
Yeah, right. Same.
Yeah, I also plan on starting a playthrough of Monster Hunter Stories. No, is it Stories? Not Stories. What's the one that came out on Switch and then came out on
Rise?
Steam? That's the one. Because I bought the game with the intention to play it, and I just haven't. So, yeah. Yeah, I love variety streams. Right. Whomst online on the streaming platform. Fuck no, my list is huge this time. Jesus.
I see.
We could try to get Kozguk. I don't know if they're still on right now. We could also get Arkolf. We haven't rated him yet.
I'm vetoing Kozguk because the last time we did it, it went Kozguk into Spoiled Chestnut into so.
Yeah.
And I'm going to.
It went into Kozguk, into Spoiled Chestnut, into Arkolf. Just cut out the
Arkolf's been
fucking
going for about an
middleman.
hour and a half.
Yeah, Arkolf is playing Champions Online, which is apparently a very good MMO.
It's been around for a long time. So
Yeah, I know what Champions Online is. I delved into that once or twice.
I think I started it once.
Yeah, same. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just raid Arkolf. Let us raid the Arkolf with raid message of go Cyberstrike, as we already know. Those who don't know, Arkolf is a prominent member of the MNW community.
Also one of the sexiest voices on this screen, on this platform.
Yeah, I'm 100% sure that Arkolf has impregnated most of the planet with his voice alone, but that's a science experiment to be done in the future.
He's also a creative madman.
He is a very creative
And by all
madman.
accounts, including my own personal, one of the nicest people on the planet too.
Yeah. He also needs to eat more. Eat more. He needs to eat more and drink more water. But that's besides the point. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. Thank you guys for playing.
Hell yeah.
And until next time, everyone stay safe. Don't be a dick. Because there's been a lot of that going around.
A lot of dick being. There needs to be less dick being.
Yeah.
Stay humble, stay good people, and fuck the revival.
The revival.
Aha!
Don't be a dick. Beat a dick. Wait.
I'm glad this is an 18+ channel.
I'm glad we didn't end on that. That would be amazing, though.
Be excellent to each other.
Party on, dudes!
We'll see you next time.
Just go, log off. Christ.
We'll see you all next time. Peace out. May the power protect you. Go Cyberstrike.
Go Cyberstrike.